Hey, 2Ham Nation, man, what's good? Welcome back to the Journey to Greatness. So this video today is a little bit different. As you saw in the topic, I'm helping out my people who, as you know, travel the world, because at the end of the day, I know y'all be needing those perspectives and y'all be needing help with it. I remember when I did it, I lived on YouTube trying to find that right video to help me out. So I'm gonna give y'all what it took for me to travel across the country from Washington, D.C. to California. Let's get right into it. So, I already covered where I went. So, how did I move everything? I don't like wasting time. Let's just do it. So, I had a car. I think having a car was the biggest change, okay? So, I had to make a decision on if I was going to drive across country, which was going to be cheaper, or if I was going to ship my car. Personally, I decided to ship it. It was about $1,200. I could find a moving company if that's something you all want, and put that in the tag below. Car came perfect. The reason why I chose to ship over drive, because this was a big contemplation by me. I thought of everything that could potentially go wrong on the road versus me actually driving. All right, between my speeding tickets from me driving 3 days across the globe, from the amount of terrain. So I own a convertible. All right, so that was another thing. I was like, from the amount of terrain changes that I would have ran into. Like, I'm gonna ride through deserts and snow and all this other stuff, and I was just, and then like through the Midwest, like I don't even know. There's might be tornadoes and random things. And I was just like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with that. Might end up with a flat tire. Like when I calculated of all those random expenses that could concur, I gotta fix my brakes when I get there. I have to probably change my rotors. It just wasn't worth it, because what might have came out is only like $500 or $600 to even $700 between the hotels and the gas and everything, could potentially be something astronomically different if I decided to take that drive. Would it have been an experience? Yes. So I'm not knocking you if you decide to drive, but this video does not benefit you if you are going to drive. Well, yes, it will. The end will, because I'll tell you about how much everything costs. So yeah, I shipped my car, $1,200. Next thing is the TV. I personally left my TV. It was too expensive to ship. My TV, and I'm kind of sad about it, but it was like $1,500. It's like a newer TV, but I ended up just giving it to my mom, because to ship the TV was like $400, and it was like all this other stuff. And I was like, I can just buy a new TV when I get there. Not that serious. So that was big for me. This is my stuff. This is the one that everyone's been waiting on. I ship my stuff through Amtrak, okay? A lot of you don't even know. Amtrak allows you to ship your things like with their trains, of course, like across the country. They literally only charge like $50 a box. Okay, so you literally pallet in a box, you go there, they put everything on a pallet and they wrap it up, and then it goes on the train, and then you go meet the train in the next destination that you're like, whatever date that they schedule for you to get it there. You go there, you get your stuff, super smooth process. Guess how much it is each box? Each box is $50. Like, so I had box on top of, but I didn't have as much stuff as probably most people, because I always kept my stuff light, because I knew I was going to move to Cali at some point. But I had 4 boxes, so I shipped all 4 boxes of all my stuff for $200. Okay, so Amtrak is the way to ship your stuff. All right, let me see about what else I got for you. So how much did it cost overall? So you're looking at about $200 for my stuff, $1,200 to ship my car, and I had 300 wrote on here. To be honest, I can't remember why it was 300 at all, like 0%. But whatever. If I remember by the end of the video, I'll tell you all. All right. This is, I think, one of the biggest things that a lot of people don't know. So for me, when I moved across, I ended up just actually renting out an Airbnb. So a lot of times you can just reach out to the host yourself, or now I actually noticed they have monthly deals. When I did it, because I did it last year, they didn't have monthly deals on there. You just had you could put the amount of time, and they'd have discounts because the amount of days that you're renting for. But I turned around and reached out to the host and was like, hey, I plan on being at your place for at least 3 to 4 months. Is there a way we could work something out? He's like, hey, yeah. And we ended up coming to an agreement where they took $300 on my credit card, and I just had to pay him $700 in cash. And that worked out perfect. So I was spending $1,000 a month. I got a place up in the East Bay in Hayward. Oh, by the way, I ended up moving to the Bay Area. So that's where I ended up moving to out in Cali. And I honestly never been. So I always went to LA. That was always my destination. Actually, probably where I'm going to head next. And I just, I had got the job offer here, And so I was like, hey, I got to get there, but I knew nothing about it, never been. And so I was like, I don't want to commit to a certain area until I see it, until I fill it out. And so I ended up grabbing an Airbnb like in Hayward, because that was like one of the cheaper ones I saw. And then once I got here, I ended up figuring out like where I would move and everything else. So I did that for like 3 or 4 months and went from there. Now, how much does everything cost? All right, listen. Now that I actually got my own spot, I'm gonna pretend I never went to the Airbnb, okay? So I did throw that option out there for you all who might be tight on money, or maybe you just using your credit card right now, because you know a lot of places when you rent them, you gotta use like check-in, or if you use your credit card, they try to charge you another like $100. Let's just say you're doing it on all credit, okay? If you're doing it on all credit, I'd say get an Airbnb unless you got a job lined up, because at least you can pay them through your credit card, right? That makes sense. If you're doing it on debit, then listen closely to what I'm about to tell you. It costs a lot of money when you're about to move. You can have everything planned out, but like once I got my spot and I had to furnish the whole place, it ended up costing somewhere around $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 just to furnish the place. All right, so that was like major, man. That smacked me in the face. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like, whoo, that was vicious. So I would say if you're moving and you're getting a spot right away, like you have the finances to go ahead and just grab yourself a place, you've been to the place you're going to and you already know, then my advice would be to at least make sure you get a bed on Amazon and at least have enough money to pay your PG&E electric bill. If you got money for groceries, a bed, and your PG&E, I think you'll be fine until you accumulate the funds to be able to actually live how you live. So whether you're moving to Cali or anywhere, like, and you just wanted to see this video for the cross country, have enough for PG&E and a bed on Amazon, which is like $300. All you need is the mattress, to be honest. Like, you get the box spring later, and you'll be good to go. All right, and of course, I hope you got a couple of packed blankets and stuff, so you'll be fine. So, how much money should you have? Realistically, a minimum after counting moving, like, because you're looking at like $1,500, $1,600 to like, get your stuff across the country. I'd say you'd want to at least have like another $1,000 on the safe end. And let's just say like you're not getting Airbnb and you getting a place, like you'd at least want $1,000 on the safe end to just hold you over like until your job pays you or something. So you might can do it with like $3,000. I had about 10 when I first did it, so my situation was a little bit better. Like I was prepping for this for almost like a year, so like I was a little bit prepared, and I still burnt through that extremely quick. Like that's the thing. So couple things I could have probably did differently is I probably didn't have to furnish the house so quick and all that stuff, but like everything else, I did it to the best of my ability. So there I have it for you, man. That's everything I got. Like if you got any questions or comments, I feel like I went over everything. Like I don't remember still what that 300 was. I'm thinking like shipping stuff, car, and then I honestly don't know why. So yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, if I remember, I'll let you all know in the comment section below. If you got any questions or anything else about moving across country, just reach out to me. And oh, it was the airplane ticket, the one-way ticket. It was $300 to get across. That is what the $300 is for. My one-way ticket. So in total, it cost me about $15 to $1,700 to get across. So with all that being said, man, got any questions again about moving, make sure you reach out to me. Don't forget the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Coming to you every single day with a new topic. And with that being said, 2Ham is out.